going to be a video without you seeing me. I'm going to let you know how simple it is to speak in tongues. You don't need to see me, but maybe you don't know. Have you ever pretended to speak in another language that you didn't know? That's the same principle you use to speak in tongues. And now that you know that you can use that principle to speak in tongues, you have a very good reason to use that principle. You don't know what you're saying. You formulate the letters that formulate the words that formulate the sentences that sound like another language. And you can make it sound like whatever language you want to try to make it sound like. But if you don't know what you're saying and you're believing God, because there's no benefit to it unless you know that God energizes it. Why do it? It's a waste of time, right? Unless you know it's perfect prayer, it gives thanks. Well, it's a witness of your heirship of God and joint heirship with Jesus Christ. And all the other 14 benefits of speaking in tongues. So when you know the benefits of speaking in tongues and you're believing God, you formulate the letters that formulate the words, that formulate the sentences, that formulate the language, and God energizes it. Vit shalatoratakied pakawan jeshu muetnigi bandeglai. And you can go and see if you can find a language and see if you can translate that into English. I believed God right there. So, you just formulate the letters that formulate the words that formulate the sentences, and the more you do it, the more you're thinking about God, and you do it, and God energizes it. Jude 20, 1 Corinthians 12:3, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, chapter 13, and chapter 14 if you're in the King James Version. I don't know about any other versions, but I go by the standard of the King James. That way I don't have to be trying to uncross other stuff that men put in there. Not saying King James is perfect, but you have to hold to a standard. So, Romans chapter 8, 26, 27, I believe, 28. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. Okay. Mark 16, verse 17. You tell me what that says. And yeah, Old Testament even prophesied of it, with other tongues I will speak unto this people, but yet for all that I give them, they won't believe. Anyway, so that's how it's done. It's that simple. And it's that you can go back into my other videos and you'll see where I have a bookmark of the list of speaking in tongues, the benefits of it. And then, yeah. So, if you want to operate the power of God in your prayer life, Paul said, I thank my God, I pray with my understanding, and I pray by the Spirit. It has to be two separate things. You pray by your understanding, and then you speak in tongues. There you go. Enjoy that information.